Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country on Nintendo Switch. Don't have any open quests. Need fence to collect apple lamps and alloy sheeting. Might be able to get hands on by taking apart machines littered around Corbot. Then can dive into Cloud Sea with Silver Cylinder on back and show world at Doodle all about. Doodle hunting on you. Oh, that's right. I had to do a bunch of other stuff tonight.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Aren't we intrepid?
Time crept up on us, it seems.
There's something quite magical about traveling beneath the stars.
Thank you all for joining me here. I'm afraid I have important news that I need to impart to Adam.
Oh, yes?
It's about the militia.
The who now?
I've been gathering an army in Uriah. People who've lost homes, families. People who'll make a stand against Malos.
Well, according to intelligence we received, they have departed from Uriah now.
What? Why? Malos' whereabouts are still unclear.
It seems that Uriah has conscripted them all. It's now a special regiment of the Urian Self-Defense Forces.
I thought I'd sorted this all out with the Urian King.
At His Majesty's behest, we have ascertained the position of the moving troops. They are heading to Torna as we speak.
We have established communications, so you can send word at any time.
When they get to Torna, tell them to go to a letter. Ugh.
As you say.
Laura? I've never seen Adam like that before. He's gone off somewhere. Is it best to leave him alone, do you think? That's for you to decide. I'll go where you go. Right. No, he might need someone at a time like this. I have to go after him. Adam? Didn't he go out to get some air? You're worried about him, right? You should go talk to him. Master Adam is a kind soul. To even consider making a place for the families of soldiers who have lost their homes shows great compassion. But I couldn't help noticing that he looked very pained.
That wasn't like you.
Huh. You think so?
Yes. I thought you always know what to do. You're never lost.
I wish that really were the case. To tell the truth, I'm always worrying. Ever since I became Mithra's driver, anyway.
It didn't seem that way at all.
Power lends one an air of capability. Even more so when it comes to the Aegis. When we first met, we could have burnt you to pieces. Though fortunately, we avoided that thanks to Jin.
Is that why you were away from the militia?
As I am not in full control of Mithra's power. Scores of soldiers could die by my hand. I was frightened. This cataclysm Malos caused, it's likely all because Questa Amalthus was unable to control him. And if that's true, then perhaps I too.
I think she's well aware. Just not so comfortable saying it.
That's your analysis.
Well, I have been with Jin, the paragon of Torna, for 17 years. I can roughly tell how much of their strength the blade is using, just by watching them. She's making sure you... No, she's holding herself back to make sure she doesn't go that way. Deep down, she's very kind.
You think? That still means I'm just not man enough.
Don't think that way. You'll get used to it little by little. I was the same.
If only time would slow down and afford me the chance.
Yeah.
We should be able to take a ship headed straight to Aletta from here. That's great, but why's it gotta be a passenger ship? Can't we travel with the Emperor? What's wrong with making a grand entrance? I'm awfully sorry. Though I may be traveling with Lord Adam, I'm afraid my actions aren't officially sanctioned. His Majesty's ship is a war vessel. It would take considerable negotiation before Torna granted us docking privileges. Figures. That attitude of yours is what gives us so much trouble. You just don't stop to think about the consequences, do you? Honestly, I give up. Behold the mighty Aegis, wielder of unthinkable power and unparalleled foolishness. Hey, would you get off my case? I didn't even say anything. Knock it off, you two. At the very least, we've got a nice leisurely cruise ahead of us, and that's something. I'm excited to meet the Resistance, people who all look up to Adam. Well then, if we're all agreed, let's get on with it and talk to the captain, shall we?
becoming addicted.
Nature makes a fine ally.
See if I can find one of those pieces of scrap machinery. I don't exactly remember what I have to build. I guess I'm gonna jog my memory. Now, the quest log doesn't show what you need to do either, which I think is a little strange. Adam, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. We should head to Aletta as soon as possible and regroup with the rest of the resistance. Yeah, we should probably pick up the pace. If Aletta is our destination, then we can make use of the ferry that leaves from Lasham Cove. So we're just going to go in a regular old boat? Why don't we take the Emperor's fancy boat? Mithra, I'm certain I told you this before, but we can't pilot military vessels into Torna right now. Sounds like an excuse for being mean, if you ask me. If I may, Mithra, the person exhibiting meanness of spirit right now is you. Wonderful to see Bridget making a new friend. Your Majesty, I beg to differ. Friend is hardly the appropriate word. For once, I agree with old Blue Bottle here.
Now, let me see. This came out very well.
I know it'll be worth the wait.
This one I'm quite proud of.
Time to roll up the old sleeves.
My cooking will make you howl for more. And that's a promise.
Lactonut, where the hell do I get that?
Shall we get started?
So one of these, which is Crabble Carapace. And where do I get that? Well, the Gold Seeker, which has everything missing. So that's what I want, the Silver Seeker.
A scent that comes from the heart.
I will challenge myself today.
Seems like so much of that stuff I don't have yet, or can't get. I mean, a Crabble? I haven't seen a Crabble here for... I mean, well, I haven't seen a Crabble here yet, I guess I should say.
The sound of my voice.
There's something around here. Search the oceans.
Aren't we intrepid? These guys should be no problem.
Laura, stay close.
Aren't we intrepid? We're not just going to let you walk all
feel
over
you.
us.
If your heart falters, perhaps the rear guard will see.
I guess we'll stick with these.
My senses are...
If I have
Photon
a little more strength.
How about this? I'll give you a hand.
I like the way this is going.
This is but a drop in the vast ocean of possibility. We must look ahead.
This is becoming
Listen
addictive.
to the sound of my voice.
The only way to win is to fight, right?
It'll be all right. Trust me.
This is becoming
I'm
addictive.
something of an expert.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Aren't we intrepid?
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Think they'll leave us alone if we ask nicely.
My friends, put your minds at ease. Dark ship.
I like the way this is going.
Is the prey.
Reinforcements
Arrive soon.
I failed you.
We need you, Laura.
Is that the royal touch?
My turn.
Catch. Our senses are heightened.
Dumbass.
You
Pay
read my
attention.
mind.
Heal while there's time.
Isn't it all over?
We're not done yet.
Don't
We
go
must
there.
consider
My
our
goodness.
options carefully.
Sticks you back all the way back at the campsite? That kind of sucks. The original Xenoblade put you a lot closer to where you died.
This is becoming addictive. The suspense is killing me. Aren't we
I'm
intrepid?
something of an expert.
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Aren't we
I'm
intrepid?
something of an expert.
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
This is becoming addictive. We're not just going to let you walk
My
all
senses
over
are
us.
heightened. Laura, stay
My
close.
friends, put your minds at ease.
Allow me. Certainly, haven't I?
Really? They're that strong?
We can take them on a bit later.
We'll avenge ourselves next time.
Aren't we intrepid? We're not just going to let you walk all over
I feel
us.
you. Heal while there's time.
Isn't it all over? We can take them on a bit later.
We'll avenge ourselves next
Guess
time.
I'm just not ready for them.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
So it really isn't something that you can do in the first part of the game. I guess we come back to this area later on in the game, and then we'll be strong enough. At least that's how it seems to be set up.
Aren't we intrepid?
Have to fight that need to finish everything on my list. Right away. Some things just have to wait.
Aren't we
I'm
intrepid?
something of an expert.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Those things are all over. I feel like I never get all of them.
Spoiling for a fight? Happy to oblige. Aren't we
I'm
intrepid?
something of an expert.
You again, eh? It's nice to have regulars. You going to Letta in Torna this time? You paid enough before, so this trip's on me. Ready to go? Yeah, let's go. Here we go. I'll head for Letta as fast as I can. kingdom of Torna. I've heard that the deeper the bond between driver and blade, the better they'll do in battle. That's because the bond has an impact on the blade's strength. I've also heard that just being physically close to one another can help foster that bond. I'm not a driver, so I don't know any more than what I've heard. Sounds nice, though. Having someone you can communicate with so well, I have to say I'm envious.
Aren't we intrepid?
Ahoy! Miss me? Lord Adam.
Lord Adam's finally come back!
Welcome back, Lord Adam.
Wow. Someone's got himself a bit of a fan club.
Maybe that's why he decided to take action. To wield that love for good.
By the way, Adam gave the order to meet in this place specifically, right? What's so special about it?
This land is Adam's domain. Look, that over there is his manor.
Certainly fit for a prince.
It could stand to be bigger. And, you know, not in the middle of nowhere.
Are you completely incapable of saying something without sarcasm?
Sorry, it's just how I am. I don't really think I can help it.
She's right, though. It is quite away from the capital.
He is far too esteemed for his own good. Fourth in line to the throne, but loved by soldiers and citizens.
His relations with High Prince Zeta are quite strained as a result, I hear.
Really? I suppose even princes have problems.
For a place out in the back of Beyond, it doesn't seem all that bad. Look at all this lush scenery. I think I could live here quite comfortably. Warms my heart to hear you say so. I like it here too. I've been thinking about dabbling in a bit of architecture here someday. We'd better finish Malos off quickly then, so you can run off and live life as a hermit. That's the plan. Will we be staying here for a while? Long enough to gather some intel on Malos. Plus, there are a few things I need to sort out with the Resistance. That suits me just fine. If you don't mind, I think I'll go for a stroll. Understood. Thank you all for acting in the interest of His Majesty. Where are you off to, Hugo? A regiment of ours has been tasked with disarming remnant Korean troops at a nearby archipelago. My presence there has been requested so that I may inspire them. And inspired they will be. It would take a stone hard not to be touched by your selfless courage. It goes both ways, Adam. I also wish to express my gratitude for their unceasing efforts. Aegeon shall act as my bodyguard. Bridget, I'd like you to remain here as a point of contact. Don't go running off without me once you've discovered Malos's whereabouts now. What, and face him without His Majesty's prodigious talents? It would be foolhardy in the utmost. I'm honored that you think so. All right, I will return shortly. Hold the fort for us, Bridget. It'll be just fine, as long as you take care of His Majesty, Aegeon. Aegeon. Why do they have to add that extra A in there? What a bunch of jerks. It just makes that name just that much harder to pronounce. Right then, let's see if we can't iron out a few of these problems the Resistance has been having. Is that something we can help with? Jin and I would be more than happy to help. Right, Jin? Of course, if that's what you want. Thanks, both of you. You'll be a big help. The biggest problem we've got right now is lack of provisions. What, food provisions? I'm afraid so. Like you said, this place is cut off from the rest of the world. It's no wonder they're so hard up. I think making sure our army doesn't die of starvation is more important than finding Malos right now, don't you? Yes, very wise. Historically, history has proven many a time that the victors are those who have been fed and rested well. Just so, we should start by talking to Brojan, as he's the one who divvies up the rations, shall we?
Ugh, we're such saps.
The suspense is killing me. You're coming with me, treasure. The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me.
Ah, whoops.
Titan's foot. I almost had a heart attack.
I don't even know what to say to that.
The suspense is
There's
killing
a
me.
clear structure to this lock.
Slow and steady.
Hey, you lot. Have you ever found a secret area? They're not something you can just stumble across, but if you put the work in, they're usually something special. Sometimes they'll be incredible views. Other times they might be ancient ruins or historical monuments. Depends. Secret areas are pretty great. I've never seen one myself. Like, I always wanted to. Imagined it. Bet you could dine out on a story like that for a lifetime. Just think how many drinks people would buy to hear you. Buy you to hear it. Brojan, is that you? Whoa. Lord Adam, please, a moment. Hey, he's turning blue. Throat jammed. Here, drink some water. Ah. Whew. Looks like your color's returned. I'm afraid I have no idea who you are, but are you my life? Ah, I think you're exaggerating a little there. Not at all. I'd give you something by way of thanks, but I'm afraid it's a difficult time for me right now. Brojan, have you been snitching food on the sly again? Lord Adam, no. I perish the thought. So what are you doing here then? Because whatever it was, it sounded awful like someone guzzling to me. Prince, I was disposing of spoiled food, Your Highness. You mean you were scarfing down rotten food? That can't be good for your health. Thank you kindly for your concern, but I am fortunate to have a naturally robust gut. I couldn't risk giving this inferior stuff to the resistance fighters. That sort of makes sense. Gazeo's maximizing efficiency by combining food quality management with disposal. And if I quiet the rumblings of my stomach at the same time, well, that's a tertiary bonus. Yes, Brojan, I get it. You'll stop at nothing to make things more efficient. As we've just seen, you'll even risk your own life for it. Could you give me a report on the state of our food supplies? Of course. Well, since Your Highness' recent return, we've been catering for a few more soldiers. We've organized food gathering squads and dispatched them here and there, but sadly manpower does not suffice. I suppose I bear some responsibility for that. Yeah, we should help out too. We should help out with the catering too. Indeed, we must do what we can to improve the situation until His Majesty returns. Thank you all. You're too kind. Here's a list of our most needed foodstuffs. 2 grimdark crabs, 4 portions of Ferris beast meat, 2 large lactonuts, and 6 measures of weeping flour. That seems easily doable. We should probably get one more of each that he asked for. He's pilfer prone. I guess we have everything we need to start searching. Those lactonuts couldn't even get on the other continent. We call ourselves the Resistance Army, but we're actually just starting out. Not so much an army as a club, really. We may be small, but we've got all sorts. Urians, Tornans, Gormati, Ardanians. There's plenty of us folk in Ura who'd readily put us to use as some kind of mercenary strike force. But who's to say that won't strain tensions with Torna and Morode? We've worked hard to get this far. As lieutenant, I'm not about to let my troops be used to fight their homelands. We've only got one goal: defeat Malos.
This is becoming addictive.
Ah, Lord Adam. Hello, Fez. All's well, I trust? I have a minor problem to report. Here it comes. I have dropped the vault key. What? Oh boy, that is a predicament. Just a predicament. It's a vault. Surely it's got things that one might want to access sometime. Yes, ma'am. It is a storage location for all the Origo family owns, from an ancient treasures through to tableware, ma'am. Wait, everything they own is in there? Master Adam, this sounds bad. We have to find it. The key, I mean, straight away. How kind of you. Are you really that worried about my possessions? I've been poorer before, so I know what it feels like to have nothing, and it feels bad. And considering the vault contains priceless artifacts, it would be terrible if some villain were to find the key first. Aha, about that. No worries on that count, ma'am. I dropped it in a Gafton Ferris den somewhere out on Wakra Moor. So no need to worry about anyone picking it up. I may be incompetent, but I'm not that incompetent. No, I think the dropping part proves the incompetence. The rest is just icing. And why were you even there? You can pick medicinal herbs there. They help my gran. So I got all caught up in picking them, and out came the Ferris. Exactly, ma'am. What is the point of you, really? I mean, it's an important thing, the key, so I always carry it with me wherever I go, ma'am. Stop torturing the help, Mithra. We'll get the key, Vez, don't worry. Thank you for your honesty. I'm relieved you weren't hurt. Lord Adam, you're too kind. You heard him, Adam. You're too kind for your own good.
We'd be more than happy to assist.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Question for you, drivers. Do you understand your skills? Each driver have different focus, right? So skills to remember are different for each person. Good thing is, once skill is learned, it never gets forgotten. No need to dizzy dolala to worry about forgetting. After coming up with this new special, and me being a pro adventurer and all, oh, just the band of adventurers I was hoping to meet. Do you fancy performing the Rose and Bloom with me now? Say what? You don't know what the Rose and Bloom? You don't know the Rosenbloom? Where have you been living? It's a combo made of specials. If you chain specials together, these things are called elemental orbs will appear. They're good to use, if you know how. But even I'd get tired of doing special moves one after the other, so I've been looking for someone to help me out. You'd be a good fit, but you might end up cramping my style. Sorry, but maybe doing the Rosenbloom with you can wait till another time. Lost my comrade in the midst of battle when I least expected. If that happens to you, get to your downed friend and lend him a hand. Keep the spirit de corps high, and you shouldn't have any problems keeping your party members standing. But if your team's lost the will to fight, sorry to say there's not much hope for you. And remember, a revived ally won't be back at full strength, so don't forget to lend him a hand. Just a couple of hints to keep you going. Take care of your friends, and they'll take care of you. When we set out on a campaign like this, there's no telling when we'll be able to return to the motherland. so soldiers usually aren't thrilled to be assigned to such missions. But Macneth, from my squad, he's a different story. He's unusually pure of heart for a soldier, very eager to make himself useful to the Emperor. Though he hasn't demonstrated any exceptional skill, I see promise in him. He's one to keep an eye on, I'd say.
You're coming with me, treasure. The suspense is killing me. Aren't we intrepid?
I'm something of an expert.
The suspense is killing me.
I'm not sure when this turned to a Kenny G concert, but okay. Well, if you're not rules are rules, either pay up or go away.
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive. These guys should be no problem.
I feel you.
I know you'll impress me, Laura.
This is less than
Shall not prevail. Turn that frown upside down. Ready to unleash an elemental attack. Okie dokie. Leave it to me. You red one. Spinning wheel.
We make such a wonderful team, you and I.
Don't we? I'm about as nimble as you are, royal.
I'll drink to that.
Hey, Adam. How come we're low on food? Like, aren't you the boss around here? Couldn't you just tax him a little? I'd hate to see you in power. Life is hard here, Mithra. But let us in the hinder tops of Torna. The population is small compared to the capital. With the resistance forces coming in such large numbers, resources are strained. There's no preparing for it. I can't really force them to provide for us. Anyhow, taking care of ourselves is the right thing to do. Makes sense, I guess. A little. We'll all need to start doing our bit from now on to try to ease the food supply problem. That's right. It's the only way we'll be able to manage. Hey, Mr. Adam, if there's anything you need me and Mick to do, then just holler and we'll do it. I mean, it's not right for us to keep just freeload. We want to earn our keep. Thanks, everyone. I think we're going to be just fine.
fight for my friends.
What an incredible feeling.
I shall use this power for the glory of Mordain.
Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.